double Liverpool defence, it's double Newcastle attack. It's the last time to use your first wildcard if you've still got one. Regardless, this video is going to be of use to you. These are my 15 players we should be buying moving forward. Welcome to the Gianni YouTube show. Hope you guys are well and you're enjoying that festive break. If you fancy hitting that like button and subscribe button, if you fancy hitting that subscribe button, nice, isn't it? If you fancy hitting that subscribe button nice and early, let's keep that in because it's a bit of fun, then please do subscribe to the channel. I'm working overtime over Christmas, so if you want to hit the subscribes and likes, you can. But look, let's get that 15-man wildcard team together. When we build it, I like to drop in the premiums first, but before anything, I just do goalkeepers. It's just a default setting. So let's just pop Alisson and Fabianski in. I know Fabianski's going to be out. I think it was a concussion sub, and it looked like a serious injury. He ain't playing against Liverpool, is he? That's fine. He's the best 4 million goalkeeper still, because he's the only 4 million goalkeeper that actually plays. But if we go with Alisson as a set and forget, you're not going to need Fabianski. Alisson has a double game week coming up, we think, game week 24-25. Triple Liverpool feels like a must. Alisson I'm happy with. Raya's the same price. Matt Sells has been brilliant. 7 clean sheets this season. But I'm happy with Alisson spending that little bit extra. So Alisson and Fabianski in. Now let's just drop in some premiums. We'll put Trent and Salah in. And let's go Trent and Salah and talk about them. Because that's your triple Liverpool sorted. A lot have said Trent's not worth the money. I disagree. A haul is coming, and I say that every week. Liverpool hit the woodwork twice against Leicester. Both those times, Trent would have had the assist. He's playing really well. He was unlucky to concede. Like Leicester had very low XG in that one chance from Jordan Ayew that went in. It was deflected in. Trent points are coming. At 7 million-ish, he's still worth it for me. So look, Trent is in alongside Alisson. Salah we don't need to talk about. Another player we don't need to talk about is... let's do it. Let's do the Newcastle lads. Isak and Gordon, right? We're going to go Isak and Gordon. Isak has joined the 100 club. He's got more points than Haaland this season. Cunha actually has the highest points. So look, Isak and Gordon, do we like the Newcastle double up? Well, when we look at those Newcastle fixtures, we can see here, this is the graphic for Isak. We can see they've got an amazing run. Man United away and Spurs away on paper look like tough fixtures. They're both good defences to be playing against, especially Spurs in game week 20. Spurs don't have any fit centre-backs. Dragason's now injured. So, Man United away, Spurs away. Isak's going to have fun, especially game week 20. And then it's Wolves at home, Bournemouth at home, Southampton away, Fulham at home. And we know Newcastle are better at home. So, Isak feels like a must-have, if not now, certainly by game week 20. My plan in my team is to get to him by 20. Probably aren't going to own him in game week 19. So Isak is in. And then Gordon, I just fancy the double up. He's playing well. He's cheap. Like, he's just over 7 million. And the fixtures are there. The combination between them is good. He takes some of the set pieces. Gordon and Isak is a really, really nice differential move to have, I think, in your wildcard team. So I've got them both in. And if I was on wildcard, genuinely, they'd both be in. I don't have space for Lewis Hall. But again, if we're talking mid-price defenders, he is very close to this team. And I've got Hall in my team. But look, let's just have Isak and Gordon alongside, of course, Salah, Trent, and then the goalkeepers. What about another double up, an attacking double up? And they've not been doing it in recent weeks. They scored 0 goals versus Everton. They only scored 1 goal versus Fulham. But I'm going to pop both Palmer and Jackson in. And that's purely a fixtures play, right? Palmer, we don't need to discuss. But Jackson is in for the fixtures. And remember, the yellow cards that Jackson's on, well, that doesn't really matter now, the 4 yellows, because it's extended after halfway through the season. So Ipswich, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves. It's an amazing run of 4 fixtures. Jackson's been playing well but not scoring. He's had 3 2-pointers in his last 4. He had a 9-pointer between that. He doesn't play 90. We know that. He shouldn't need to. Chelsea are a good attack and they're going to get points versus Ipswich, Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves. They're going to score goals. And surely Jackson starts 3 of the 4, maybe even all 4. Yes, he'll get some early subs. I think Jackson's worth it. He's around $1 million less than Isak. Obviously, if you can only have one, you have Isak and you find the money. They're in the same price category as Watkins. I think Jackson and Isak are better. So look, that's my Chelsea double up. We have double Newcastle, we have double Chelsea, we have triple Liverpool in there. Let's complete that front line, shall we? But before we do, I want to give a shout out to Sleeper because I'm giving away a PS5. Literally giving away a PS5 this week. I went to Sleeper and I said, I've already done 2 PS5s. I do a Amazon voucher every week, £100 Amazon voucher. I've done 2 PS5s. I've had my limit. Can I have another one? And they said yes. They've given me 7 grand's worth of prizes this season. All you've got to do is predict the outcome of the 10 Premier League football matches of Game Week 19. The closest score to 10 out of 10, probably an 8 out of 10 will win it. Home, win, away, win, draw. So all you got to do, scan the QR code. It takes seconds to sign up and download the app. It's all completely free. And the top score wins a PS5 or an Amazon voucher of the same value as that PS5. $400, £300, whatever it is in your country. So there we go. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. No gimmick here. So look, I said I complete the front line with a player I didn't think I'd be picking in a wildcard team in Game Week 19. That is Matheus Cunha, ladies and gents. He is smashing it, scoring goals for fun. The goal from a corner against Man United, he means it. He's aiming for the back post. Like, that's what a lot of corner takers do, and he just finds the corner. The ban is you can't go and buy Cunha now. On Wildcard you can. It's a free transfer, you probably can't. The ban can come in at any point. I expect he gets Spurs and Forest, and I think the ban will come in ahead of Newcastle, which is around the 15th of January. Tottenham away is a great fixture for Cunha, the way he's playing. He's a bit deeper under the new manager. He's like a attacking mid. But the way he's playing, hard not to pick him. In a world where a lot of the budget forwards haven't been doing it as well, we haven't seen big points of late from João Pedro and Evan Nilsson and Strand Larsen. Well, Cunha's doing it, right? So Tottenham and Forest up next. I think he gets those games and then the ban probably comes in. But let's see. He's been charged. He hasn't been banned. That's the update on Cunha. So that's a really exciting front line with Cunha, Jackson and Isak. I think they're the 3 to pick. We've obviously got Gordon, Salah and Palmer. There is no room for Foden in this team yet. I have Foden in my own team. I'm not going to bang on about him because I get he splits the audience, but genuinely I'd be very close to putting Foden in a wildcard draft with the fixtures he's got and the chances he's just been creating. He's playing actually quite well. But he's not in this team because I know the comments will be full of, oh, why is he picking Foden? He's in my team. We'll talk about Foden in my team selection video, which is out tomorrow. We're going to go 2 budget mids though. Let's put Rodgers and Sarr in. Sarr is in for the fixtures. Southampton, Leicester, West Ham and Brentford are all in the next 5. They also play Chelsea. He's had really good attacking numbers. He's playing in a front 3. He's listed as a 5.7 mid. 17 points and 7 points and 3 points in his last 3. I like Ismaila Sarr. I also like Enzo. I also like Semenyo. I think Sarr edges it. And then Rodgers has been the best budget mid in the game this season, I think. And he's about to play Brighton and Leicester at home. Good fixtures for Rodgers. We know he can get big points. He's had a 14-pointer in the last week. So Rodgers and Sarr, I'm very happy about that midfield, actually. I look at it and go, you're probably always benching Rodgers or Sarr because you're not benching Acuna and you're not benching your Newcastle, Salahs or Chelsea forwards. But I'm fine with that. And remember, there's usually a surprise out of nowhere with a player injured or whatever. Having Sarr first sub or Rodgers first sub is absolutely fine. So the defenders are where we need to spend a little bit of time discussing because we've got 4 slots here and I'm not going for any dead spots. Again, this will form part of the rotation. Guys, if you are watching and you're enjoying the show your appreciation by hitting the like button, but also drop a comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'd absolutely love that. So, defenders, there's no Lewis Hall, which breaks my heart a little bit because he's just had 3 returns on the bounce, including a 14-pointer, or was it a 15-pointer for my team? But Lewis Hall doesn't make the cut because, and I should mention, this team is the exact team value for me on Wildcard. I can afford this with 0.0 in the bank. Of course, I would like to get Lewis Hall in, but I've gone Castagna. So Castagna is in because he's 4.2 million. If you can stretch to Lewis Hall instead of Castagna, I think you have Castagna in, Lewis Hall in. But Castagna, Tete is injured. He's got a 6-pointer and a 5-pointer in the last 2. He just got the assist versus Chelsea. He's playing right wing back because Tete's out for like 10 weeks. So Castagna's now nailed. He's 4.2 and the fixtures are brilliant. Bournemouth, Ipswich, West Ham, Leicester, Man United. It's a great run for Fulham. So Castagna there at 4.2. And then you look at it and go, where else do you put your budget mids? if you can't afford Lewis Hall or you don't want Lewis Hall, where do you go? I want to talk about Daniel Munoz, and I've got a graphic on Munoz. He's a proper attacking right wing back because Palace play with wing backs. One of the few teams in the league that do. So Munoz at right wing back is going to get points, right? He's going to get goals. He had a big chance that he missed against Bournemouth. He served his suspension. Southampton, Chelsea, Leicester, West Ham, Brentford, Man United, Everton, Fulham. It's a great run. It's a great run all the way up to like game week 32, I think it is. Munoz is of high demand. He's someone I might be picking in my team. So Munoz is in. Looks good. You got Munoz, you got Trent, you got Castagna. There's no Arsenal defender because I've got Trent. If you want to make some money, you could go Trent to Gabriel, for example. Arsenal's fixtures I just don't love. I'm sure I'd move to an Arsenal defender with this draft. But let's put the last two spots in, shall we? As, again, it could have been Lewis Hall, but I've gone with Mikalenko because he's cheaper and he's got clean sheets behind him. Terrible fixtures coming up, but he will have a double game week soon. He's owed a fixture. And then Milenkovic, who offers goal threat like no other centre-back. Even higher goal threat than Gabriel in terms of XG. Milenkovic has been amazing. Forest have had 7 clean sheets. I'm so happy with owning Sales. I think every team needs a Forest defender or goalkeeper, and Milenkovic has been by the season. He's been superb. So that's where I'm at with the defence. Very good looking team. It's 2 midfield enablers. It's a lot of defenders that can rotate, but no dead spots. It's a lot of sort of 4.5 million-ish guys. It's a set and forget goalkeeper. And it's big on the Newcastle attack and big on the Chelsea attack. And still got Cunha. I would love to squeeze Foden in, as I mentioned, but we won't go there. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, do show your support for it. My team selection will be out tomorrow. Drop a comment. I look forward to getting back to you. And good luck if you're on Wildcard. You can have loads of fun with it. Bye-bye.